Welcome friends, Coach Miller Light here. Back at it today, Abraham-Hicks, Money and the Law of Attraction. I'm listening to it on Audible and writing it down word for word. Today the track that I wrote is called The Pivoting Process. We've been talking about this, the process of pivoting, and I'm very glad to revisit it because I see that I'm using it more. I am using it more. And I choose to use it more. What is it that I don't choose? Not to be a pivoter. What is it that I do choose? I do choose to be aware of my guidance and pivot when I find myself with restricted energy, thinking a thought that is not what I choose. I choose to recognize that guidance and I choose to pivot to a thought that is what I do choose. Here's what Abraham said. The pivoting process is simply, whenever you recognize that you're feeling a negative emotion, stop and say, I am feeling negative emotion, which means I am not in harmony with something that I choose. What do I choose? Okay, recognize when I'm feeling negative emotion. Say to myself, okay, I'm feeling negative emotion, which means what? It means I'm not in harmony with something that I choose. What is it that I do choose? Anytime you feel negative emotion, you are in a very good position to identify what it is that you are in that moment desiring. Because never are you clearer about what you do choose than when you are experiencing what you do not choose. Isn't it interesting that when we're experiencing what we do not choose, the perfection of the universe, how glorious it is, that's when I'm most clear about what I do choose. So if I can remember the pivoting process, then I can use the power that I'm feeling in knowing what I don't choose to pivot over to what I do choose. So stop in that moment and say, something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this negative emotion. What is it that I do desire? Then simply turn your attention to what you do desire. In the moment you turn your attention to what you do desire, the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. That is the process of pivoting. So it really is that simple.
That was easy.
It really can be easy. And it's going to become easy as I practice it. I'm remembering through my life experience, I'm learning that it's what I practice. So what I choose to practice is pivoting. Because if I practice negative thoughts and I think them all day long, they become easy to think. And then life is going to prove that to me. What am I trying to prove? So I choose to prove that this pivoting process can be easy. All right, so what am I going to do? Going throughout my day here, as I get off this show here, I'm going to be going throughout my day. And what I choose to remember as I proceed into my day is that I am in a universe, we all are in this universe where law of attraction is at the basis. We are vibrational beings. And when I am feeling negative emotion, that is actually guidance from my inner being, from my source energy, from this part of myself that is who I really am, that is expanded into everything that I choose, that has the benefit of all my physical and non-physical lifetimes, and is guiding me like the GPS on my phone can guide me to what I choose. If I follow its directions, it knows where I am, it knows where I choose to be, and it can give me turn-by-turn instructions. The emotion that I feel is the guidance. And the idea is to follow the plus. So when I'm in the negative emotion, recognize that, okay, so I know what I don't choose, whatever I'm thinking about currently. And something is important here, otherwise I wouldn't feel negative emotion. I don't feel negative emotion about things that aren't important to me. I feel negative emotion when something's important and I'm focused on the minus end of the pole, remembering that every subject is two subjects. Every subject is two subjects that we have when I'm thinking about money, we have the abundant money on one end and the lack of the money on the other end and all the degrees in between. So when I'm thinking about money, but I'm thinking about the lack of it, what I do choose is abundant money. Abundant money. You know, there's a great tool we can use where we increase the lever, like a mixing board. Imagining in my mind, a little control panel, and see the levers on the control panel and move the lever up. Move that lever up is another way to pivot to the plus. Moving up, pivoting to the plus. So I'm going to be able to do it if I remember to do it. It's pretty easy to do when I remember to do it. And then I can gain momentum on it. So that's the idea here, is to remember to pivot. What do you say? I choose to prove that we can have what we choose, to prove that we are in a universe that is set up for our benefit. And the only reason I don't have anything that I'm choosing isn't anything outside of me. It's only because of me and the thoughts I'm thinking and my not being aware that there is law of attraction in place. And then when I offer a thought, it's offering a vibration, and that vibration is going to be matched by law of attraction, by experiences, circumstances, events, co-creators. I'm going to get all these moving parts in my world that are coming to me in response to the vibration I'm offering. So when I pivot, now I'm changing the vibration that I offer, thought by thought, pivot by pivot. I can just, isn't that a dance? The sprinkler? All right, baby, what do you say? Let's do this. Pivoters of America. Knock on wood.